So, Top Boy, that was your first ever professional acting role. It's a pretty good place to start, right?
Yeah.
How did you end up getting the role? How did you even hear about the role in the first place? Let's start from how you heard it.
Actually, it's a crazy story.
Tell me. Everyone wants to know.
Well, one day I went to the barber shop because I needed to get trim. Hair was looking a bit rough. Went to the barber shop with my brother and my friend, but the barber was doing the madness, cutting people's hairlines way back. Yeah, so we went inside and I wasn't liking the trims I was seeing, so I wanted to leave, but my friend said, let's wait 5 minutes. Wait 5 minutes, then a woman came with a flyer, I forgot her name, and then she bumped into me, and I was like, oh, do you wanna, audition for Top Boy? I was like, yeah, I'll try in it, but I didn't really do nothing like to do acting before that. So went to the audition, I was nervous, done the audition, it's like, done really good, but I thought she was just saying that to be kind. Yeah, then after the audition, went home, called me back, done another audition, and I met Hope and Michael, but I already knew Hope from school. And
So wait, you and Hope go to school together. By the way, Hope's here. Let's give him a big round of applause.
Woo!
I might get you involved later. You're not safe. Go ahead.
Yeah, then after, they just said that the chemistry between me, Hope, and Michael was really good. And then, they said they will tell me what's the next process. So I went home. Then my brother and my sister told me I didn't get in. I started crying. 5 minutes later, said, you got in. I was like, oh!
They did not play that trick on you.
So
have you forgiven them for that yet?
Nah, I'm going to get them back.
That is cruel, the hero team. So from the very first moment that you met this woman, you got the flyer, you thought to yourself, right, I'm going to give it a go. But you didn't have any acting experience. You'd done anything at school or anything like that?
Yeah, some school productions, drama for GCSE.
So there was an interest there in the first place.
Yeah.
But you wasn't exactly experienced. So when you got the flyer, was it just an open audition?
Yeah, it was an open audition, anyone could go. But
so talk me through the audition process, everything. What did you have to do? Who was there? Was it like a room full of people? Were you intimidated?
The first one was, she gave me a script that when she first saw me at the barbershop and said, learn these lines and then come in. But I came in after school, so I was a bit late, an hour 30 late. And
wait, you were a bit late? Did you just say a bit late? You were an hour and a half late?
Yeah.
Okay.
So came
Your
in.
acting must have been so good.
Came in last minute. And then I knew some of the lines, done it. After she let's improvise, but it was just me and her in the room. Everyone else has gone. And yeah, she videoed it and then she sent it off to the directors, I think, yeah.
Wow, okay. So you missed that point where you had to walk into a room with loads of other competition. It was just you and her.
Just me and
her. And then talk to me about the follow-up audition. How did that play out?
Yeah, then after, it was me, Hope, and Michael in the room. Well, Michael already got the role, but me and Hope were still auditioning. And then, so they're just seeing how we work well, but Hope somehow knew Michael. So then after, kind of a connection between us three. And then, yeah, then we just, done a scene in the, play. And then, yeah, from there, it was good.
Were you nervous?
A lot. But then when I saw him, I was like, oh, why is he here, man? Yeah,
so because you're already friends, it made it a little bit easy for you. So what was the timeline like? You had your first audition, you had your second audition. At what point between that very first day in the barbershop to learning that your brother and sister tricked you and then you actually did get the role, what was that timeline like?
That's a good question.
I bet it felt like forever, right?
Yeah, it actually did. The first audition, I think it was 5 weeks apart from when they told me that I got the role.
Well, that's not too bad in the world of auditioning, I don't think. 5 weeks? Felt like a longer time though.
Yeah, it felt like years.
So how did you celebrate the good news? And what did your mum and dad say and your family and everyone else?
Well, my mum was, I can't lie, my mum, she gave hints that I got in, but she wasn't really telling me, so I wasn't really sure. So but she was happy. We didn't really do nothing to celebrate, but they just said, well done. spud, eat some food and go sleep.
Did they realise what a big deal it was going to be?
Actually, none of us did. Like,
You're too young, though, really, to remember the original Top Boy, the first kind of wave of it, right? Did you have to go back and do your research? And
I watched it when I was like, I can't remember how old I was, but I remember I watched it. And then, but obviously it came back on Netflix, the old one. So then I watched that and then like kind of reviewed it. And like I realized like this is a big thing. So yeah, I realized, and then I think like a few weeks in, it kicked into them like it's actually a big thing.
Yeah, people started mentioning it and tweeting it and letting people know it was happening. And then that's when the kind of hype, I guess, publicly came about. And then was that the moment where you really realised, wow, I'm a part of something quite special?
When I saw Drake, that's when
right.
it clicked in that this is a big thing.
So talk to me about the seeing Drake part. How did all of that come about?
Like when he came in like halfway through the read-through. So that's when he first came in, the read-through. Like,
so the read-through is just the first time the whole cast are together.
Yeah, just
you give it a
scripts,
go.
yeah.
You see what it's going to kind of play out like.
So like when he came in, I went there. I was in the toilet. Then after I came out, everyone's screaming, "Oh, Drake's here, Drake's here!" I see him taking pictures. Drake, Drake, Drake. Then after, so I came in. I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's Drake!" Like, I was like, "Oh, it's Drake." Then after I started reading. Then he gave his speech. Touched the heart. Yeah. And then
what did he say in his speech? We weren't privileged. We weren't there. I want to know.
Oh, that's a good question.
You can't remember, can you?
I can't remember, but I remember I
you
felt
something.
I felt it, yeah.
Fair enough. We've had so many actors do these Q&As, and a lot of them say that they had people that they looked up to, you know, growing up, that they were inspired by to become actors. I guess for you it might be a little bit in reverse. You've become an actor and are probably now way more immersed in that world. So who at the moment is really inspiring you, or who has inspired you when you were starting out in the process of Top Boy?
I have two, really.
Tell me.
First one's John Boyega. Because, I watched Attack the Block, like, one of his first ever things. And, it clicked into my head, like, anyone from, like our area, or, like, our background.
Where exactly are you from?
Hackney. Yeah, can become, like, something big and achieve great things. So then, I wanted to, like, do great as well. And then the second one, my mum. Obviously, she raised 4 kids by herself. And then, so I wanted to make her proud, yeah.
Give Mumsy a round of applause. You got a lot of support in this room. This lot are not normally this friendly. I'm joking. So you've done the glitz and the glam and the red carpets. We'll talk about that in a bit. But what was it like actually doing the job? Like on set, filming, long days, script?
The long days.
Tell me about the process of actually making Top Boy, and what was your personal experience like?
Well, let's start with the long days. Oh my gosh.
How long were they?
4 a.m. in the morning, wake up to bath.
And for a teenage lad, that's not natural, right?
Not natural. Well, like the process, like going, like thinking about it now, like it's all worth it. Yeah, but I had to do like a lot of effort. Like I had to learn the scripts, like memorize the lines, the after, interact with the other actors as well. Like it was a hard process, like, but I was learning new things as well. So, like after a while, like I knew like how to do it.
Yeah, that must be quite scary, because I'm sure you were working with actors that have trained or have done other jobs, and you were kind of going in quite fresh and green. So every day, I guess, was a little bit of a lesson. So what type of things did you learn on set that you're kind of going to take forward with you in your career, and who really made a difference to you on set, and how you went about being your role?
Someone that really helped me is Ashley Waters. Like, I remember there's like one scene that I was struggling to do, and he was like, "Oh, forget about the cameras, everything. Like, forget about everyone who was there. Just interact with the other actor. Like, act. Like, don't act like. How can I put this?
Like, just be present.
Yeah,
in the
like
moment.
be like it's normal. Like, act like it's normal. Like it's like a normal conversation. Cause like, I was struggling. Like, I didn't know what to do. Then after he gave me that advice, done it. Then after, like, it made the scene more realistic. So yeah.
Did you struggle with that kind of pressure to perform when you were on set with people that have done the show since the get-go?
Yeah, a bit like near the start, I was like struggling a bit. But after, as I got used to it, I was learning like new skills, like how to do it. Yeah.
With the script learning, so every actor has a different method of how they go about learning scripts. We've had so many people up here. Some people do method acting. Some people, are much better just to learn it the night before or whatever. How did you go about learning your scripts?
Like anytime I got the script, me and my younger brother was like read it like back and forth, cause he liked doing it as well. So us two just back and forth until my sister shouts, "Stop making noise!" And then after, then I'll go sleep.
So you were driving the whole family mad with your learning of scripts, but everyone got involved. Did you have to have a chaperone with you on set? Who got involved from the fam with that and got to be around? I bet there was a fight for that job.
Well, first
in
of
case
all,
Drake showed up.
Yeah. When I first told him that I need a chaperone, they were thinking, "Oh my gosh, I have to follow this kid everywhere." But after brother came like the first time, he's like, "Yeah, the food's really nice here. Nice place, comfort.
Good catering."
Yeah, really enjoyed it. Told my sister, she's like, yeah, I'm have to try it as well." Then my mum joined it as well. Yeah, it was just really my brother and my mum who came with me like to do the chaperoning. Like when I went to Manchester for like 3 days, my mum came with me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just remembered that scene. That was a good one. That was a really good one. So you had some good experiences.
Yeah.
You had really good on-screen chemistry with the others. Do you feel like since you've done the show, that bond's got even stronger?
I feel like before the show, the strong was like really, like the bond was really strong. Because I knew Keon, because he lives in the same area as me. Like he lives 30 seconds away from me. Annoying kid. See him all the time. Like I already knew him like from way before that. Hope, I knew him already from like school. And then the other actors, they just live in the area. Like everyone was local, so I already knew everyone who was there.
Super authentic casting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the casting team put you through a process of kind of creating scenes and improvising to be able to get the role. Did they do a lot of that when you were actually on set? Was there like a rehearsal period where you did workshopping and things like that? How did they really kind of lock those scenes in before you went on camera?
That's a good question. Well, like, yeah, the read-through, I think the read-throughs like helped a lot. Yeah, and then like sometimes like if I got in a bit early, I'll sit down like with the director and the other actors and we'll just read like over it and like how to do certain things. Yeah, and then sometimes like when the camera was off, they'll tell me like what to do better. So then after like it makes it look better. Yeah.
So in terms of developing your skill as an actor now, are you looking to go to acting school, or what are you doing at the moment in terms of improving your acting skills and taking what you've learned and taking it to the next level so you are the next John Boyega?
Well, right now I need to finish my GCSEs first.
Yeah.
So I'm just like studying, working hard. Well, I do drama at school as well, so like from there like I pick up new skills as well. But right now it's like kind of hard to balance everything at once. So I'm trying my best to do everything. And my management, brother, and my sister are helping me do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, right now it's a bit hard. So, but I'm trying.
Yeah, I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
When it comes to post GCSEs, do you think it'll be continuing back on with acting?
Definitely.
I bet your star at school is kind of nuts though, right? Like, how is school for you now since
Well,
Top Boy?
My school has like it's had a lot of like famous people, and also Hope is there, so he just takes all the spotlight. Yeah, but my school like they deal with it well. Yeah.
Are the other kids like wanting to be your best friend and stuff now?
Like, everyone's normal.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
school are you at?
Mosbourne, aka prison.
Nearly out, mate. You're nearly out. You've just got to get through the GCSEs.
Yeah.
Are you finding that you're being recognised when you're out and about, especially when you and Hope are together? I kind of walked in earlier and was like, "Oh, hi," and I was like, "Wait, 2 for the price of 1. They're both here." How's that been for you? Like experiencing fame, and the premiere looked incredible. Saw you doing your cool little thing on the spinny. What's that called? The 360 cam thing.
Yeah, I think so.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
What was it like experiencing the big experience in the premiere, and then going on to have this, recognition? How are you finding that?
It's all been a great experience. I'm new to it. Like, I'm just enjoying it. Like meeting new people, just having fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Enjoying it too much, or are you family keeping you
Family's keeping me.
well behaved?
Yeah, well behaved.
Good. How has your life changed? Or is it exactly the same as it was before?
Life has changed. I can't lie. Life has changed.
Tell me in which ways it
Like
changed.
more people like have recognized me. Like my family proud, like completely proud, and like yeah, life has changed. I meet new people as well. Like I would never have thought I would like meet Drake, Krebs, like Dave, like all these people. Yeah.
And it must be weird because you're meeting them thinking, oh my God, it's Dave. Oh my God, it's Drake. But they're meeting you and thinking, oh my God, it's the kid from Top Boy. That's nuts. So is it weird having the shoe being on the other foot as well?
Like really weird. Like when I saw Dave, I was like, that was like the third time I saw Dave because I saw him at like a Nike event before. I took a picture with him after at the premiere. I showed him the same picture. He's like, "Is that you?" Like he was confused. Like it was all like it's all weird. It's all weird.
And now you're pals. Who's the most famous person in your phone book?
My mum.
Hey, what an answer. You are just lovable. So many people are going to want to be in the next Top Boy season. It's all confirmed now, right? It's happening.
I don't know.
I tried so hard. If it
know.
does happen, we'll be seeing you again.
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, who media trained him? Is that you? Is that you over there? Hope, did you want to come and have a little chat with us? Can I pull you out? Come on then, let's do it. Can I get another mic, please? I know we didn't prime you for this, but I thought we can't have you here as well and not even say hello. Give him a big round of applause, everyone. Thank you. Look at this. This is what I mean by 2 for the price of 1. Thanks for joining us.
That's all right, that's all right.
This just shows what a genuine relationship it is because, you know, you're here supporting him tonight. Your besties away from the cameras as well. How was your experience of Top Boy?
Top Boy's been amazing, man. It's been, I don't know, I feel like when we were like filming it, obviously we knew it was gonna do well, it was gonna be big and stuff, and it was fun on set. But like when it actually came out, and like within the first week, that's when it like hit me, I think, because it's just crazy. Like on the road, people will see us, be like, yeah, can we get a picture? Like it's been a mad experience.
It's like literally overnight you guys became famous, and with Netflix, it's not just the UK fame that maybe Top Boy had the experience of in the first couple of seasons. This is like worldwide. Yeah. What kind of opportunities are coming in for you guys? Obviously, it's like being at places like your cinema, but what other opportunities have you guys had?
So like, me and Aaron, we usually get invited loads of places. So like if you see, I don't know, anyone here, if they have me on social media, you see I'm always at concerts. Like I love going concerts, and it's always because I've always gone concerts anyway. But now with like Top Boy, I can like literally message rappers and be like, "Oh, can I come to your show?" And they'll say, "Yeah." Like they'll just let me come to their show. It's mad.
The perks are real. What are the best ones that you've got to go to so far?
I'm a big Dave fanboy, so had to have been Dave's. Yeah. Dave's or Drake's actually. Drake's was good as well.
Yeah. So is Drake like, you guys are like cool now? You can just like drop him a DM and he'll reply?
Yeah, I guess I can message him.
Hey, big time. So what about you and your acting experience prior to Top Boy? Is this your first acting job as well?
Yeah, so, I mean, I did a bit when I was younger, but it was more, I used to do more like dancing. I used to do like dancing, performing arts, that sort of thing. But I didn't really act. So it was only like Top Boy was the first like exposure I got. Yeah.
And how did you find the experience of like becoming an actor, being on set, learning new skills? What was kind of the process like for you?
It was a bit weird at first, like getting used to it, like learning lines before a day of filming. So like usually at the beginning, I would usually do it like a night before, and I realized I need to like start practicing it at least like a little bit 2 days before, so I can get used to it. But you get used to it quite quickly, I think. They're always quite helpful on set. Like the director's always nice, cast and crew were nice. So yeah, it was alright.
Who out of the more experienced actors or the existing cast was the most helpful to you personally?
Probably Ashley as well. I worked with Ashley on Bulletproof as well.
Amazing.
So like Ashley's been helpful through both of the filming process of those, and he's sort of not like a mentor, but sort of like gives a lot of advice, be it both acting and just like life in general, he's quite helpful. So I think Ashley is probably the
It's
best.
the fact he's got like 6 kids as well. I think he's just like the natural nurturer. And we've been lucky enough to have him here on Your Cinema. So do go and check out, you know, previous content that we've put out, because he literally just dropped so many pearls of wisdom up here, which you guys have had the personal experience of. How has your life changed other than concerts since Top Boy? Are you getting lots of offers through, and are you going to go start doing acting classes and stuff like that?
Well,
Or are you just learning on the job?
I'm doing A levels at the moment. That's how we still go same school. I'm in sixth form, so I'm trying to like I'm balancing obviously acting as well as A levels. But I still done a few other things. But I'm trying to focus on school first, just so I can get the last year, and after that I want to get more into acting more.
That's brilliant. I think the fact that you guys are just really pushing through and staying focused on your education and not getting caught up in the hype is definitely something to celebrate. Right, I think it's time to hand over to some audience questions. So guys, don't be shy. These guys are definitely going to want to hear from you. Has anybody got any questions for either of the lads up here? Just pop up your hand and I will send somebody over with a mic so you don't have to yell.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
My question is, obviously you guys, I feel like young actors always mention like John Boyega and stuff, but what would be like your ultimate dream now that you've stepped into the acting world and you have like a vision or whatever? Like, who would be the person you want to work with, or the ideal role that you'd want to do? Like, what's your aim? Like, is it James Bond? Is it, do you know what I mean? Like, what is your dream right now?
Since I've started acting thing, like the only thing that's been in my head is to win 7 Oscars.
Ooh,
I don't know how I'm
love
gonna
that.
do it, but I have to get 7 Oscars.
It will happen.
In terms of people to work with, I think anyone here watch like Moonlight or Green Book? Anyone watch that? Yeah. So I'm quite a big fan of Mahershala Ali. I just think he's a really good actor, so I'd probably like to work with him probably. In terms of roles, I don't know a specific role, but that's something that's like, obviously it'd be cool to do something like Marvel or like obviously some big films like that, but I feel like roles that are sort of have a meaning to it, so like Green Book, roles like that. So yeah.
Cool.
As you were unrepresented when you were scouted, are you currently represented now?
Yes, I am.
That's a shame.
By
Yes.
by independent and also my personal management team. Yeah, my brother and my sister.
Yeah, I'm signed to Hamilton Hotel. So, yeah,
Since you've just experienced what it's like to be in front of camera, I was wondering if, with any further experience, you would think about collaborating behind camera.
I sort of like writing, so I used to like do a bit of writing, but I feel like directing is not all actors, but I feel like a lot of actors, whenever they get into acting, they always think like further down the line they want to get into directing or something like that. I feel like that would be something I'd be interested in. So yeah, directing.
I feel like yeah, but like I would like to like direct like a live theatre performance. Yeah, but yeah, that. Like I like to say, action, like now stop. Okay, now replay that. Yeah. Like, I like to do like things like that.
I wanted to ask, what was the most difficult scene for you guys to do individually on the show, or to counter that, the one that was the most fun?
The most difficult scene, I would say the one on the way to Manchester, the train one. Difficult. Because we're on a moving train, and I had lots of sweets. So I wasn't feeling. I wasn't feeling nice. I wasn't feeling that. I wasn't feeling me. So that when I had to say that line, I was just very angry. 'Cause I don't know. I wasn't feeling right. Too much sugar. Yeah. So I feel like I was very hyperactive at the start. Then I just crashed. So I was just like, yeah, let's just get this done. Most fun scene. I'll say, that's a good one. probably one like the first scene I done, the basketball one, cause I just found it really fun. Like that's when I first met Jasmine and Keon. Yeah, so it's just like fun playing with them. Yeah.
I think most difficult will probably be the prison scene. In that scene, I remember that whole day. That day, I stayed in that. That cell, obviously, it wasn't actually a real prison cell. It was like a made set in like a studio. But in that cell, I remember I sat in there for I think I was in there for like 4 hours because obviously loads of takes and stuff. But I remember on lunch, I didn't want to go out. I wanted to stay in there to sort of like stay in the sort of mood. So I remember staying in there for ages. I did have my phone. I think it was on charge or something, so I didn't have it. So I was just in there trying to like get in the zone. So I think that was probably the most difficult. Most fun. I don't know about most fun. Any scene that was with me, Araloyin and Michael, any like scene with all three of us was fun because most of those I'll say it's like 50% improvised. Like we always used to mess around with it, and that was fun to do.
Hi, y'all.
Hello.
Are there any roles that you wouldn't take now? Or in the future?
Eesh. That's a good question. Hope. Are there any roles that you wouldn't take now or in the future?
I'll go first. You pass it on to me. I feel anything I wouldn't want to do, not a particular role, but I feel like I wouldn't want to do the same type of role multiple times. So I wouldn't want to get typecasted into something. I don't know what in particular, but anything that's like, I wouldn't want to do the same thing basically. Like I want to do different things. I wouldn't want to be seen as like an actor in one type of role. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Back to you.
For that answer, I agree with him.
Hi. Do you have any directors and writers you would want to work with?
I think I have like 3 in my head. Yeah. I think O'Neill, like he was a director and top, but I think he was like really good. Like I would like to work with him again. And Ray as well. Ray, I really enjoyed Ray. And then Steve McQueen. Yeah, I would like to work with him.
Ryan Coogler, probably my first one. Obviously Creed, Black Panther. I think, who else? Ray, so Reynaldo Marcus Green, he's one of the first directors on Top Boy. And he's got loads of films that are coming out basically. He did Monsters and Men, which is a film in, I'm not sure if it came to England yet, but it was in America and it did quite well. So I'd like to work with him again. Who else? I'm not sure. I think Ryan Coogler's the main one. I like Ryan Coogler. Yeah.
This one's directed more so to Araloyin. I've been following you on socials and seeing you in person. I can see you're quite a stylish young lad. So I just wanted to know that, is fashion something that's on your agenda, or do you feel as if that you can do anything in that avenue as well?
Maybe not. I don't know. I think like with fashion, like I want to be different from the trend which is going on right now. Like I feel like everyone follows like one person. Like I want to be the one that stands out. Like right now, everyone's wearing ripped jeans. Okay, right now I have ripped jeans on, but I feel like I want to start my own trend. Like I want everyone to be different. Like, yeah.
I don't really know. I've never really done like modeling or anything like that in terms of fashion. I'm not really I don't know. I'm not really into fashion like that. I wouldn't say, but I wouldn't mind doing modeling. I wouldn't mind that. No.
So we would love to see all of your images on socials. Don't forget #YourCinema and follow @YourCinema Films. Don't forget to tag the lads in any of your posts and myself.